welcome here to Talk FCB and welcome back to the channel, guys. Got a really exciting video coming up today because what we are doing is analysing Memphis Depay's debut performance there in a Barça shirt which came at the weekend against Girona. We're going to be talking about the positioning that we saw from Memphis, especially as well how that position evolved as the game went on, the combination play that he had with Griezmann, who was playing in a similar role to what Messi would when we expect him to be back in the team. And we're also going to highlight the versatility that he showed. It is all coming up. Very promising early signs. So let's do it. Because I do have to say, guys, that obviously this is just pre-season. This was Memphis' first 50 minutes in a Barça shirt. Right now, he's still getting up to speed. He's still learning in terms of understanding Barça. But I was really impressed and actually quite surprised by what we saw from him straight away on his debut in terms of his movement. Because I think at Barça, when you're making runs like we saw Memphis did, it's instinctive. You've either got it or you haven't. You can't really teach the natural instinct there of making those kind of number 9 runs. And of course, given the fact that we're not exactly blessed with out-and-out forwards at the club right now, we need somebody in that profile. We have Aguero, we have Ansu who can play there too, but if Memphis can chip in and show his quality as that 9, Ronald Koeman, I'm sure, will be very happy. So let's look into this further. Because if we do indeed start here with one of his runs in the first half there, very soon after he actually came onto the field, he showed already what he was all about and the desire that he'd show when he was going to make those runs. Because you can see it here quite clearly. He's facing the ball. He's looking there pretty square on, but very quickly Memphis makes the decision to go and run in behind. You can see him there in between the two centre-backs. That's a classic number 9 run. And what I like about this is the fact that he doesn't get the ball straight away, but he doesn't give up. He doesn't just think, oh, well, I didn't get the ball, I'm just going to stand here now flat-footed. Even in pre-season, he's staying on the move. The ball continues there, the phase of play continues, but as you can see, he's still looking to go in behind. He's still there on the shoulder of the defence, and that's really important to Barça. We need somebody there to be constantly forcing the defence back. That helps to open up spaces. You can see it there, Memphis, continuing. Eventually there, he makes his way into the box again. That's good instinct there from a number 9 player. If you're not going to receive the ball in behind, then do the next best thing. Make your way into the area, look for the cross, and he actually gets himself there into a really good position. He shows his strength to hold off the defender, but unfortunately there for Memphis, the ball doesn't quite make its way into him, but good early signs. There was also a really nice passage of play there again towards the end of the first half where I think we actually saw the two different sides of Memphis' game, because as you can see here, first of all, he's looking to go in behind again. He's looking there for that ball in behind the defence to run onto, but then actually he sees the space open up and he just checks back. You can see him there. He is capable there of dropping in, receiving the ball in a deep position, and what he does here is absolutely brilliant. You can see there the defenders around him looking to close him down, and he actually takes out there the entire core of that Girona side with one dummy. Lets it there go through his legs. Absolutely brilliant play. He releases Sergio Roberto in the process, but it's what happens next, which again is really encouraging for me, because again, he doesn't just stand there and admire his handiwork and think, you know what, that was a brilliant piece of skill from me. No, his mind is already on that run. He's busting a gut, really running flat out there to try and get ahead of the ball again, to try and get him behind, and that is really important when you're looking there at a number 9. You can drop in, you can get involved in passages of play, but once you've done that, then continue there and get back on the shoulder of the defence. Exactly what Memphis does. He does get played in, but eventually it is offside. But really impressive there. That brilliant dummy, and then that determination to straight away go and make that run. And this passage here actually focuses on another aspect of Memphis' game, and another aspect that's really important for a Barca forward, all about pressing. You can see here that he actually starts over towards the left-hand side there of the centre-back. He's closing him down. He actually works his way right across to the other side, working hard again, even in pre-season, showing there that you've got to work hard and press your man. And as you can see, Barca hunting the ball down in packs. That's what we should be doing as a team, no question about it. And we get our reward. Memphis there actually capitalises on a loose ball, and he's in. This is him here, showing the pace that he has, because there's a few touches there out of his feet, and he's away from the Girona defence, and they're not catching him, and it just shows what can happen there when you win the ball nice and high up the field, when you catch a team in possession, when you've got players with pace as well, you can really get away. As we move now into the second half, and as you can see here, this is from a slightly different position because what we're going to see here is a long ball and a long phase of play, which as you can see, Memphis is looking at Comas. He would actually like the ball there to be played in. He's making that run across the defence there again. Good centre-forward play. But what I really did like about Memphis is the fact that he just keeps on doing it. He won't be deterred. He won't get frustrated. He didn't receive the ball there from Comas. He made a good run in behind. He's quite clearly wanting it, but it doesn't come. But the ball then is shifted over towards Gerard Piqué. And once again, Memphis is ready to run again. He's ready to go again. He seems very, very insistent early on to work very hard here. And again, the ball doesn't actually make its way to him, but he's taking a risk. That's another really good quality that a number 9 must have. You must take risks there. You must gamble on something happening. And he very nearly gets his reward here. He's running. He's looking to get on the end of something. And if Sergio Roberto here inside the area could just head that ball in Memphis' direction, he's got an open goal. That could have very easily been a goal there for him. And that came out of nothing. He didn't receive the ball. He didn't receive the ball that he wanted. But by taking a risk there, by following play, by making sure that you're nice and up to speed with the passage of play, you may well get a golden opportunity. Once again, we see Memphis here in the centre of the field. Once again, he finds himself on the shoulder, and again, he's looking to really get in behind. You can see the movements here of this guy. Time and time again, he was making that run, and this time, if you make that pass to him there, if you actually put in a really good ball, he's in. He's in behind the defence. This time again, they choose not to go with Memphis, and this is also a case, by the way, of the Barcelona players learning the runs of Memphis. They won't be quite used to what he's going to do yet. They're not going to be used to him making these kind of runs, but as time goes on, they'll get to understand that more, and believe me, we have to start picking him out. But even in this phase of play, again, he's taking a risk. He's gambling on something, because even though he wasn't picked out, he's still looking at what he can pick up, and again, he gets his reward, because the ball goes in behind. It is cut out, but only half cut out. He picks up the rebound, and unfortunately there, he can't quite get the angle on the final product, but it just goes to show, if you find yourself in that position, if you make sure you're up to speed with play, you can get your reward when mistakes happen. Here again, we find ourselves in a long ball situation. Memphis there making a run across the defence from Gerard Piqué. Again, it's not actually him that's picked out there by one of our centre-backs, but Niels gets the ball here. Niels Mortimer, he actually flicks it on towards Memphis. Again, he's looking to receive that pass, and this is where we see an absolute moment of brilliance from Memphis Depay in this area. He's got several players around him there closing him down. There's no real route to goal there from that angle, but it's a stunning piece of individual magic. He just drags the ball back there, accelerates forward, leaves them all behind in his wake, and then he got a sight of goal, and it's really, really unlucky there that in the end that shot gets blocked, because that is a brilliant individual piece of play that just goes to show that he can dribble, he's got the quality to beat a man or two or three, and Memphis there, really, really good play. Then of course, on the hour mark, we had the arrival of Antoine Griezmann. It did not take these too long to start combining, start linking up, and really working well with each other's runs. This time we can see, we discussed it in the match review, Antoine Griezmann dropping off there as he likes to do to pick up the ball. Also a very similar sort of thing to what Lionel Messi likes to do as well in that playmaking role. But then it's very, very important at Barca that we have somebody going in behind. You need somebody there to occupy that number 9 role. Memphis is that man. He picks the ball up there between the lines, running then at Girona. They don't close him down. He's got a decent amount of space, and I have to say, the shot that he unleashes here, absolutely brilliant drive at goal. I thought that was in. I was about to go absolutely wild. Even though it was pre-season, that would have been a wonderful, wonderful goal. But this is also what I like about Memphis. Was he happy? Was he thinking there, oh, I just combined nicely with my teammate, I unleashed a really good shot, I was quite unlucky? But no, he's actually angry there. He wants to score, and that is a really good mindset to have. This right here is one of my favourite pieces of play from Memphis. This is actually one of the most clever runs you can make as a centre-forward, because as you can see here, at first, Memphis there is pretty square on. He's looking maybe to receive the ball to feet in this move, and the defence aren't really sure of which way he's going to go. But look at this. It's a split second there. 1 minute, he's facing the ball. The next minute, he's darting in behind. Pjanic there sees that run of Memphis. Really, really clever play. And if that ball is better, he's in on goal. It is a 1 versus 1 opportunity, and all of that comes because of a really, really quick mind that you've got to have. 1 minute, you're looking at it face on. Next minute, you're in behind the defence. defence cannot keep up with that, and like I say, if the final ball is better, Memphis there with a great chance in on goal, and that is clearly a move that Memphis likes to make and that he's certainly capable of doing, because as you can see here, as the second half goes on, it happens in exactly the same sort of way. Griezmann has the ball there in a wide position. Memphis, if you look at his body language there, he looks like he's not really interested. He's not really going to make any approach there to try and receive that ball, but in a split second instance, he's suddenly switched on, and then he's going the other way. He's going in the other direction, leaving the defence behind. They can't react to that, and once again, if that ball is better, if that finds its way into Memphis there, it's a great goal-scoring chance, but really instinctive runs there from Memphis in that centre-forward role. I thought this one as well, again, with Antoine Griezmann and Memphis combining, I thought it was interesting there with Griezmann taking up a position on the left-hand side. Griezmann can often play in that role, but you're always looking for somebody to be central, because how many times here do we get into this kind of position, in a really good position there to put the ball in the box, but there's nobody there. You've got to have somebody there taking up the position and really threatening the defence. Griezmann here puts in a decent ball. It just happens to be a little bit behind Memphis, who takes it on really well. Really good first touch. Again, we see a little drag back from him. He seems to like that move, and it really does work effectively. In the end, he gets crowded out. Probably should lay the ball off, and the chance is gone. But again, you see Griezmann on the left, where he likes to be sometimes, but Memphis taking up that all-important central role. And it wasn't only Griezmann either on that left. That's the interesting part of all this, because for much of that second half, Memphis did sort of drift out onto the left-hand side. Griezmann at times would move into a central role, but even when he's out there, doesn't mean that he's not involved, doesn't mean that he's still not going to make really penetrating runs, because as you can see here, the play is actually continuing between Griezmann. Good ball into him there. Griezmann gets on the end of it, but again, Memphis is making that run. He's making sure that if something falls his way, he's there. Because for instance, if that shot there from Antoine Griezmann ends up on target, if the goalkeeper is parrying that out there, who's there to tap it in? Memphis. And those are the kind of runs and the kind of risks that may seem a little bit pointless at times if you don't get the ball. But I tell you what, throughout a season, you're going to get 5, 6, 7 goals just from being in that right place at the right time. And even with just a few moments in the game to go, Antoine Griezmann and Memphis Depay still had time for one more combination, and this is one that really should have ended in a goal there. You can see Memphis asking for the ball in a good position, in far, far too much space there. Griezmann can easily pick him out. In the end, Memphis' first touch there just evades him, just sort of puts him behind, and the defenders have time to get back, so the chance is sort of gone there. He can't get his shot away, but again, you can see he's not happy. He is not happy there with himself, even given the fact that he's just actually scored his first Barca goal just a few minutes before that. He wants more, and he is not happy there with the fact that he didn't score. And of course, we do have to talk very quickly about that penalty. I thought it was a really, really good penalty from Memphis, something that really shouldn't be underrated. Good penalty takers are very, very useful to have in your team. He showed absolutely no sign of nerves. Top left-hand corner, brilliant, brilliant strike from Memphis. And I also like the fact there that the first man that he went to celebrate with was Antoine Griezmann. Those two combining really, really well. Will they still be at the club together at the start of the new season? At the moment, it's very, very possible. And like I say, the position that Griezmann was taking up, it's very similar to what we'll see from Messi. And just imagine what Memphis and Messi can do in terms of balls in behind, and Memphis making those runs. So that there, guys, was just an introduction into Memphis Depay in a Barcelona shirt. Of course, it is just pre-season. Of course, we can't read all that much into this, but at the same time, it is good to analyse there the kind of positions that he's taken up, the kind of runs that he can make, and quite clearly what he's capable of. If he can make those runs, if he knows how, he can do it not only against Girona, not only in pre-season, but certainly there when the big games begin. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. What are your thoughts after Memphis' debut? What do you believe that he can bring? And how do you envisage him combining with Messi in the new season? Let me know all that stuff down below. Thank you indeed for watching and for supporting. And I will see you soon. But until next time, as always, Visca El Barça.